Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And stampeding through the defense. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they get him down.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who could run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Doors.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run, quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy match.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Gain of 9. First down for the offense.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Keeps it going. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Buying some time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got it inside the 15. He's loose. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Number 14 in the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Vanderbilt 10, Tennessee 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Commodores want to move quickly. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Staley. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 14 with the grab and the score.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Big-time rivalry game in football heaven today, gentlemen. Texas A&M and Texas, and here is the very latest. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed.
Looking for room, it's Murphy.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. This offense has a second down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 45, on his way. And he's running in the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Commodores! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Ready to try the point after. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Tennessee, 14.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Still on his feet at the 35. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that...
Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. After the misfire, now on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Vols are rolling down the field. Goes to the option. And he's brought down after a nice game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Takes the handoff. It's Murphy. Can't get him to the ground. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the supports just went right past him and picked up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. Running toward the tape. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse,
got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Poole. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's going to pass. Coming after him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Feeling some heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got his man down the middle. Pulled down for the tackle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Staley. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense set on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Inside the 35. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Poole. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start.
Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Handoff to the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll start this drive firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Get it out on the screen. Puts him in the spin cycle. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing offensively.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And the ball is intercepted. Oh, sweet feet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
On the screen. Brought down at the 30-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Just destroying his way through the field. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. On the option. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yard. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Staley. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Now on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And the Vols pick up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's up to 51 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Lining up to add another.
Number 32.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored on turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll throw it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. The Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Gain of 2. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the stomping has commenced. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway. Dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the boundaries. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to him. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. With jet sweep pass. Across the 25. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Vols have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game.
Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he puts through the extra point.
66. Vanderbilt, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Commodores will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Finds his tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
73, Vanderbilt, 24.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day of rest.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barrett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Quickly complete. Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Commodores have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Still on his feet at the 40. The expressway is wide open. Busts through behind his pad. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 80. Vanderbilt, 24.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Comes out throwing on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Volunteers! They extend this lead, and it looks